What's up guys, welcome back to next video in learning C++. Alright, so in the previous video we have discussed and explored how we're gonna concatenate our strings. So far as I've shown you guys how to concatenate your first name, your middle name and last one, and we concatenate at the end with we assign to this variable full name, our first name plus second name and last name with plus sign. Alright, so and we output our full name here. Alright, so far we have seen, as you guys can see here, we have seen the string manipulation function of the length, size and the copy, and we have done our concatenating string. We have joined our string. So I'm gonna clear this. So far we have seen how to initialize our string. Initially we have explain to you guys to begin. You guys need to initialize your string and how to find the size of the string with the size of function, how to find the length of the string with the length function, and how to copy with the copy function, and how to concatenate your string, the 2 string or 3 string or 4 string, whatever string you guys want to concatenate with the plus sign. Alright, so you guys needs to be aware that we can concatenate, we can compare our string with a double sign. This is very useful, and this one is not equal, like it's not this one is if you guys want to find the string 1 and string 2. So this is don't forget, don't confuse with this one with the single one, as a single one means to, if you guys assigning. So far we have learned the single one's assignment, and if you guys want to compare the 2 strings, you guys can need to put this double equal signs and exclamation, and this one is means not equal, and this one's less than or equal to, greater than or or equal to, and they are the signs of how to you guys want to compare. So here greater than equal to. So 1 2 3 4 5 6, there is a 6 of them. You guys needs to remember if you guys want to compare your string. And if you guys say, if this is very good if you guys want to go to and write a program, if you guys want to do the password of the user. So if you guys want to write say when the user is enter a string, you guys needs to compare it, that the write the first password first time and the first attempt and the second attempt, and you guys needs to compare this first when the user typed the password and the second one. If it's you guys needs to use this one comparison, as I've myself make a lot of programs of and I need to use a comparison operator to compare the users first password attempt and the second password attempt. So you guys need to use this, and this one you guys needs to use a lot, because this is not equal to. So this one you guys needs to say if the string 1 is not equal to string 2, or string 1 is greater less than string 2, or less than or equal to, or greater than equal to. Alright, so as a good programmer, you guys needs to be able to insert a string. Sorry for the typo. You guys needs to be able to insert a string. You guys needs to be able to erase a string. You guys needs to be able to find and replace, find or search, as you guys see the search and replace strings, because this is very strings. Alright, so you guys need to be able to do this. So what I'll do that I'm gonna write it down here as a comment. Okay, so I'm gonna put it here, and needs to be 1 star here. So you guys, as a good programmer, you guys has to be a master in comparing string, and you guys needs to reverse a string, be able to reverse the string, and you guys needs to concatenate, as we have shown you guys. Concatenate a string, concatenate string, yep. And you guys needs to reverse a string, I've already shown you guys reverse a string. So compare a string, reverse a strings, concatenate string, length of a string. So you guys need to be able to find the length of the string, and you guys need to be able to remove a string and remove, and you guys need to find the pattern matching, like find the substring in the pattern matching, substring in pattern matching. So what is pattern matching? Pattern matching is you guys say you guys want a string high, this is a correlate channel, and you guys need to find this specific words, where the specific words is located at what position. So that's called pattern matching. You guys finding the pattern of that string, and you guys need to be able to do the uppercase and lowercase. You guys need to put an uppercase of the string and lowercase the string. Lowercase, if you guys got any experience in programming at all, so you guys know that what I'm talking about. This is very, very important. As a good programmer, you guys need to be able to do all of this. So say you guys going to there, say for example, you guys need to go in a place that if you guys want to put a password 1 is equal to password 2, do this. So as you guys see that nowadays in the websites, in almost every website, you guys got a first password and the second password in PHP. So PHP is taken from C++. It's the same. So if you guys need to compare if the password 1 is a password 2, allow user to proceed to the website. Or anywhere, or you guys say wanna log into your Windows operating system or Mac operating system, Mac OS or any other Linux. So you guys go there and put your password to gain entry, and that password works on comparison operator. So if they work with the strings, and this is there, so whatever we type here, they're all strings. Strings are objects in C++, and at the first in C it was initially array of characters. So string was array of character, and because it had a lot of problems, I'm not going to go to technicality. It was the old days, and they had a lot of problem with the string, and C++ decided to make the one object of the string in C++ library to get rid of all the problems, so you guys don't face any problem. But it was a big deal in the previous versions of C++ when I'm talking about the 2000 and before 2098 and 95. And nowadays string is not a big deal. String is very common, so every now and then you guys hear that is a string, but it's a very minor issue nowadays in the programming. It's not a very big issue. Alright, so in this video we're gonna see that how to, as I mentioned, how to do pattern matching in C++. So we're gonna create a small program, string pattern matching. So what's string pattern matching? String pattern matching in similar to say C++. If you guys go and create a search engine, or you guys locate your string, where the position and what position is available. Say if you guys want to find out the location of any string inside a given any substring inside a given string. So say it's like search engine, like semantic search engine, but it's more advanced. Search engines goes there, and if you guys type anything, say ABC, it goes there and looks inside the checks inside the inverted index, and what's inverted index? Inverted index is a library of the search engine, and where all the corpus are located. If you guys interested, I'm gonna show you guys how we're gonna create a search engine in C++, small mini search engine. But for that one we need to get more advanced, and we need to be able to first we need to learn what's the algorithm of pattern matching, how it works. Pattern matching. So we create a string and substring, and we want to find that our substring inside a given string. So first of all, the algorithm, how it works, that we create a for loop, and then we're gonna go ahead, we run our for loop, and we assign all our A, B, C in a for loop, and then we go evaluate with if evaluate. So there is then we evaluate our string n of A plus substring of B. Then we increment one, we assign we put 1 plus 1 to A, and then we're gonna go while, and then we evaluate our if again. So it's it sounds very complicated, but it's not very complicated. Gonna create A. So we're gonna create our data types of int A, B, and C. So we're declaring our data types of int A, B, C, our X, Y, Z, whatever you call it, our string of A, sorry, integer of A, any tree, whatever, water, whatever you guys want to call it, but for simplicity purposes I'm going to call A, B, C, and C. Alright, so we're going to go and create our string of char of, and we name it string. If you guys see string and it's green, it means that's reserved word in C. So we create a str, short for string. I'm going to assign 100. Alright, so I'm going to initialize my string, and I'm going to say literal string, you are watching my channel Koreawood. You guys can create better literal string than this. You guys can put my name is John, or my name is Linda, or Maria, whatever you guys want to call it. My country is such and such, my flag is such and such, and I'm gonna have another one. I'm gonna the char, and it's a substring, but I'm gonna call it sub string and sub str, whatever you guys want to call it. So I'm gonna assign say 70 on this one, but this one's gonna be my literal string of Koreawood. Alright, so now that I have okay, now that I have I've got the string of str, char of str. I name it str, and I assigned the 100 length, and I've got another char of substring, and I'm gonna assign 70 to. So I want to find this substring inside this string. So if you guys know, that similar works inside it's the same method, works inside this Sublime Text, because they have a engine that matches the two string and they highlight. Alright, so how we gonna do that? How we gonna see, how we gonna create that our substring is at what location inside this string? Alright, so because our strings could be very long, so what we do is that we're gonna create a for loop. Forgot P. Alright, so we say for loop. Okay, but before that wanna create some nice C out. So what I'll do is that I'm gonna put a C out because we want to make it looks nice, and we say string pattern matching, string pattern matching. Alright, so we put it like that, and we say endl. Okay, so we have another C out, and this time is only line. we say endl. Okay, so now that we have done this C out, we're gonna check. If you guys see, it's very empty. There is nothing to show but only a few lines. That's our template skeleton. So we go start with our for loop, and we say for, and we assign 0. We initialize a, and we initialize it from 0, and we say string, arrays of characters, so they start from 0. If you guys don't know, I'll let you know, but the computer starts from 0. So even the space they count, so it's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, because there is a space in between, then the computers count that as well, and we have to initialize this from 0. Alright, and our str of a is not equal to null terminator. So that's our that's how we're going to start. It started from 0 because the computer reads it from 0, and our string of a str, which we assign 100, is not equal to null terminator. This is null terminator. What is null terminator? If you guys don't know, inside C, because C++ taken from C, and it's at the end of every string is null terminator, this one. So we're gonna go like this if it's not equal to this one. All right, so we want to make sure that when we run a for loop, we don't bump up in this one, and we increment a. Okay, so now that we increment a, because this loop's gonna run and run and run and run, as soon as it comes to this one, it's gonna go run and check for the given string. But it's not, we don't want this one in our we don't want to go forward after this. So like this, if it's here like this, we want to run a loop so it comes all the way here, but we don't want this if it's not equal to. Otherwise we're gonna go ahead, and I'm gonna remove this. So for loop, if you guys know that we sometimes says a is less than, say, 100, so we run a for loop because this is the condition. The second one is the condition in for loop. So for if initialized from 0, and if it's less than, we're going to go all the way to 100, and then we increment every time it goes there in a loop. So if you guys put it like that, C is say if a is equal to 0 and a is less than 100, but if you put a less than or equal to, then it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 all the way to 99. And if you don't put it like this, it's going to go to 99. But if you put a less than or equal to, it's going to count all the way to 100, because it's going to check the condition. All right, so now that we for loop is out of the way, and we already explained this one, so we're going to go ahead and assign. We're going to see the b, and we say b, and we assign 0 to b. So we're running for, and we assign 0 to b, and we run an evaluation with if statement. And with if, we evaluate that if string of a str, we see that the string of a is equal to substring of b. Alright, so if it's equal to, that's equality sign. If you don't know this one, this is equality sign, but you say int of sometimes there is here there's assignment. Say if this is assignment, we are assigning 0 to b, but this is equality sign. So this one, equality, equal to 2. So if string of a is equal to string of b, then what happens? Then C comes in, and we assign a plus 1. So we get the a, we plus 1, and we assign it to C. All right, and then after that we run a while loop. What is while loop? Okay, so while, I'm gonna write it first, string str of a is equal to sub str of b. All right, so okay, the while loop, while true, runs if it's true. If your whatever condition you guys putting is true. If you guys done a C# in gaming, if you need to put a while true and then you start your game, because the computer is not going to go ahead unless if the condition is not true in gaming. So when you guys do in C#, if you guys familiar with C# and you guys needs to put this while true, then you start initialize your game, because if this while is true, your game is going to go ahead, otherwise it will not going to go ahead. All right, so if condition A is equal to condition B, if it's true, then what happens? So that's what we asking, we're telling the computer, and we're gonna increment A and then we increment B as well. So if the condition, our condition is true, then we increment A and increment B. All right, so after this we're gonna evaluate with if statement. Then we say if substring of B equal to null terminator, it means that we found our substring. So we put a C out, then we put a nice happy message. We say, yay, you're given your substring is your given substring. So your given substring is located at position, and then we say your substring is located at position. Then we put a C because that's inside C, and then you guys can put an L. Alrighty, and after that what happens? Then we say C exit exit of 0. Then we exit the program with 0, and then what happens if we don't find? Then we put else, and then A is equal to C. We're gonna assign C to A, and then we assign 0 to C. Alright, so it means we could not find it. Okay, so I'm gonna put these things up, this guy is up, and the final part, what happens if, because this is a for loop and we're running, what happens if they can't find? Because you guys needs to put a condition. So what happens if our program couldn't find this substring? So if we say if we put it there, and I'm going to check later on, if a string is equal to 0, then we put a C out, could not find your given substring, and you guys can put a nice sorry sign, sorry, or unfortunately, whatever, could not find a given substring, and we put an L, and we put this return 0 here to make it look nice. Alright, so now I'll repeat again. So I'll go to algorithms again. It's very simple program. We have created on top data types of type int A, B, and C, and we have another one here. We name it str of type char, our car, and that's the size of 100, and that's our literal string here. You're watching Korea wood, so that's a literal string, and this is also type of string, but we name it substring of size 70, because we want to find this substring inside this string. You guys already know this one, but how are you going to tell the computer? All right, so this is only for display purposes, and this is for running for loop, and we assign 0 because we're gonna run a loop, and because loops the ones gonna find. And this a is, we put it, the string of a is not equal to null terminator. We increment a, then we assign 0 to b. If then we evaluate, then the string of a is equal to string of b, then we assign a to c, and then we see if it's true, while string of a str a is equal to substring of b, then we increment a and we increment b. If our substring b is equal to null terminator, it means we found it, and then we exit 0. Otherwise, if it's not found, we say we assign c to a and c to 0. All right, and then we have if we cannot find any of them, then we say sorry, could not find your substring. All right, so now we're gonna run our program for errors. And remember that programming is all trial and error, and you guys needs to put doesn't matter if you find your error, but sometime then you need to try debug it, and then finally till you guys got the correct programming. Sorry, could not find your given substring. All right, so we're going to see what is the problem with our program. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and check. Okay, so we're going to put this one here. This is not equal to null terminator. We assign 0 to b if string of a is equal to substring of b. I'm going to put it closer, substring of b, and we assign, okay, so we should assign c 0 to c, sorry, 0 to c. So we assign 0 to b, and here c a plus 1. That's what we made a mistake here. A plus 1, as I said to you guys before, a plus 1, we did not put a plus 1. That's what the algorithm is. So if string of a is equal to substring of b, then we've got a c, and we assign a plus 1 and we assign it to c. Okay, that looks nice. I think that was the problem, because we need to go ahead. If say if the string of a is equal to substring of b, then we this c1, this c guy's got a plus 1, then we assign it to c. So the rest looks nice, looks okay. Then we run again. Okay, could not find your given substring. Then we're going to say why, what is the problem again. Okay, so substr b. Okay, so we run this. Okay, so we do this instead of this handle. We put a next line, else this one. Okay, we say all the blocks. All right, so we're gonna check again. All right, so we check. Okay, so we go ahead and we put 80 here. We see if ours got issues with the space. So alright, so looks like this one had issues with this one. Okay, so your given substring is located at position 28. Alright, so my problem was this one, because I assigned, I gave 70, but 70 was not enough, so I'll increase it to 80. So it looks like the 80 is working with this one. So your given substring is located at position 28. So if you go there, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23 24 25 26 27 28. Okay, that's 28. So how about if you're gonna go ahead and we're gonna see you, for example. We want to match the pattern. We want to see what position is position 1. So our program is working fine because we changed the position and it says that your program's at position 1. So how about I'll show you guys, if we put a space here, we want to see if our program, say if it's counting this space as well, as I was mentioning before. Just remember guys, and it's very good example because it's coming at position 2 because count 1 and 2. So our strings are position 2. So looks like our pattern matching program is working well. So that's how it's done. So if you guys needs me to explain again, leave a comment. Otherwise, you know, so I'll repeat one more time. We assign all our data types on top, and then we have a for loop, and then we run a for loop, and if it's not equal to null terminator, then we start from 0, and then we're gonna go ahead and then we assign 0 to b. Then we check evaluate that if string of a is equal to b, then a plus 1 is equal to c. That's what the algorithm is for this pattern matching. And then while string of a is equal to substring of b, then we increment a, we increment b. Then if substring of b is equal to null terminator, then it looks like we found it, and we exit 0. Then we go else, and we assign c to a and 0 to c. Finally, if everything fails, then we say that sorry, could not find your given substring. That's it. That's what this simple easy program. Alright, that's it for this video guys, this pattern matching video. If you guys got any question or comment, just leave it in the comment box. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video, and bye.